Good morning, my friends. That's me, Robbie from AccentOrange.com, and currently I'm speaking with the general American pronunciation, but as it transpires, I got a comment last night from a Native American English speaker who speaks with a very distinct general American pronunciation, and he says that lately he's noticed that I speak with something more like New York accent. And it's obviously something I have to look into. I have noticed myself that I sound a little bit different what I used to sound a couple of weeks ago. Probably it's all due to my frequent accent practicing. You know, all these videos I'm recording every night, which is all part of my 50 American phrase acquisition mission. And I did notice that I have started sounding a little bit different. You know, for some reason or another, I'm not really sure why. It's definitely something I have to look into. And I've been actually watching that person's videos, and what's his name? Yeah, Gregory Ward. And if you're watching this video, thanks for the comment. It's been very helpful, and I looked up some of your videos, and I tried to mimic your accent, and your accent is spot on. It's the accent I'm trying to attain, so to speak, you know, and it's going to help me a lot. I'm going to be using your videos in the future, that's for sure, whenever I need to get into my target accent mode, so to speak, you know. And yeah, that's about it when it comes to my accent, my pronunciation, and when it comes to the phrases I'm learning. Currently I'm learning phrase number 24 out of the 50 American phrases I have to acquire within 25 days. I still have around 2 weeks or slightly less than 2 weeks left in the mission, so I'm almost halfway through. And today's phrase is hogging, and then followed by the word, by the noun, what it is you're hogging. You may be hogging a remote control, you may be hogging a couch, you may be hogging a TV set, you may be hogging someone's laptop or computer, you may be hogging all sorts of different things. And obviously hogging in this particular context means to be using just for yourself. Let's say, for instance, your wife walks into the living room and you're just laying down on the couch, hogging the remote and flicking through the channels, trying to find something to watch. And then later on she says to you, listen, stop hogging the remote. There's a program coming up I've been waiting for the whole week, and I can clearly see you're not doing anything, so please stop hogging the remote and pass it on to me. And there's garbage to be taken out. Better get onto it right now. And obviously hogging means just to use for yourself, with no regard to others who may want to use the same thing. And typically people, as I said, hog remote controls for TVs, and they hog computers. Let's say if you have one computer, which is somewhat unusual nowadays, you know, if there's a large household, there'll be a couple computers at the very least, you know. There'll be one stationary computer, the desktop computer, and then somewhere else might have a laptop. But if there's only one in the household, then if you're spending too much time at your computer, then someone might tell you, listen, stop hogging the computer. I want to use it too. I want to go online. I have to check my email, log into my Facebook, whatever. So please stop hogging the computer. And same goes with pretty much anything that can be hogged. Anything that you might share with other people, like couches. Let's say you're laying on the couch and you're a large family, and then others coming into the living room, and obviously they have nowhere to sit, and then someone tells you, your brother or sister, that tell you, listen, stop hogging the couch, please sit up and just sit in the corner. There's other people who want to take a seat as well and watch the evening TV program, right? To be fair, when I read that word, you know, hogging something in the book, I'm reading the Gone series by Michael Grant. I wanted to say Michael Ward, you see. I remember that guy's name, Gregory Ward, and somehow it just mixed up and I just said Michael Ward. Michael Grant is author of the Gone series. And it's great fiction. That's where I'm getting all these American phrases from. And when I read Hogging the Remote, there was actually a scene in the book where a guy was lying down on a couch and he was hugging the remote. And the first thing I thought it means is hugging. I thought for some reason that hugging means just holding. You know, that's the first association that got into my mind, you know. And when I looked it up online, I realized that hugging means to possess something selfishly, just for yourself. And then, as I looked into a bit deeper, I went on a couple of dictionary websites, and turns out hog, I knew the word hog. Hog is obviously a swine, a pig, you know, heavy pig is a hog. And there's an animal called warthog, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, that's what hog is, and I knew it for a fact, but it didn't occur to me that a word to hog something, you know, like hogging a remote control, that is the same word of the same origin. It just didn't add up for some reason or another, you know. And it's very surprising, but that's how our brain works, you know. We kind of put the same word carrying different meanings under different categories. And then we mightn't actually associate those words, and it's only natural. It's only natural because we have to treat every word on per case basis, which means if you're hogging something and you learn that the word to hog something means to hog an item and just possess it selfishly, you don't need to create an association between that action and the noun, a hog, the animal. There is no need for that association, and it goes back to learning different meanings of the same word at once. If you learn the word hog, and then you learn that it's an animal, and it's a verb at the same time, and then you'll learn all those different meanings, then everything's going to be a mess in your head. Believe me, been there, done that. No, it's been happening to me on many times in the past, you know, a few years ago, when I used to do just that, learning different meanings of the same word at once. Fluency goes out the window if you do that. So my advice is, even though you might learn meanings of existing words, like hog is an animal I knew, but I'm learning that to hog something means to possess selfishly. You don't need to create that association between that action and the animal. Learn it as if that were a brand new word for you. That's my advice. And basically, stop hogging your laptop if your brother or sister wants to use the internet too. Please. Alright, my friends. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.